So let's talk about Constantia. Constantia is the grand dame of South African wine. It's the home of the oldest wine estates in South Africa, Groot Constantia. And I think it's that quietly confident grandmother or great grandmother at the table. You might have the younger, more confident, more outgoing Stellenbosch talking about all of their incredible wines and their legacy. But the grand dame is just quietly holding court, because Constantia was the original. Constantia was the original farming area for the Cape Colony in the early days, over 350 years ago. And it is the oldest wine estate in South Africa, in Groot Constantia. And it was the first famous wine out of the Cape, the wines of Constantia. These were typically sweet wines, and they were made famous by literally that word Constantia. Jane Austen, Charles Dickens, the wines of Constantia were mentioned in their novels. I think Jane Austen said it's the only wine that can cure a broken heart. Napoleon Bonaparte, in exile, was drinking the wines of Constantia, which were the sweet dessert wines of the time, and have become famous again through wineries like Klein Constantia. The wines of Constantia were world famous before the United States was even the United States. I mean, this is how much history there is in that valley. But again, it's understated. It's not shouted. It's the grand dame of South African wine. You've got beautiful slopes against the back of Table Mountain. You've got a cool sea breeze coming off False Bay. And it's a cooler climate, which leads to some of the best Sauvignon Blanc in South Africa, that racy acidity you love. And because of that maritime air that comes through, you're often also getting those slightly humid conditions in the vineyard, which you need for some of the dessert wines that are made in the region. So Constantia, it's one to talk about to your guests in those terms of the grand dame at the table.